Welcome back to The Express. We're at Six Pack Beach in Richmond. Now, from a summer setting to self-defense, a Coquitlam company teaches men and women how to protect themselves.
Let's go, come on!
Students in Nicholas Cerna's Redzone class aren't here simply to get a workout.
Come on, Michael, come on, push! Come on, push!
In fact, they're here to learn something more important. Redzone is a series of self-defense classes taught in Port Coquitlam by Cerna, a black belt martial arts trained instructor. But what makes Redzone different is that it's reality-based training, recreating situations that could happen in day-to-day life.
It's one thing to throw a punch at a heavy bag or at a punching dummy or a blocker, but if you don't know what it's like to actually go past that psychological barrier, because it's not just about physical training, it's about mental survival training, emotional survival training. That's what I try to do, is make it as realistic as possible so you can use that in a safe manner.
Traditional sport-based is ego-based. There's no ego here. It's all about survival.
And that's exactly what lies at the core of Redzone, learning how to survive. Even I got into the action.
But you're gonna fight me. You're gonna push me out. Come on, come on, push. Come on. Come on, Mona. Let's go. Come on, push.
Next, how to get out of a chokehold.
But you're gonna turn as you do it.
Like that.
Exactly. Okay, so try that. And run.
Without a doubt, Cerna's teaching style is tough, but it's his message that he hopes resonates with his students.
They're using violence on you to take away or take what they want from you without asking, without your permission. Are you okay with that? I don't hear anything. Are you okay with that?
No.
Good, exactly.
New student Casey Foss is already getting the benefits of Redzone, 2 classes into his training.
You never walk away from a class thinking that it's been useless. Every class you walk away from, you've learned something, and it's something that you could apply to real life. Like even just falling on the ground, things like that. There's always something that's useful.
Cerna's encouragement to females to join his class pushed Jennifer Hoffman to sign up, preparing her at work and at home.
Being a social worker, I work with people that I may be removing their kids, and so I want to be able to defend myself in case I'm confronted by someone with a knife or someone who's going to attack me, and so that's where I think it would be beneficial for me.
Come on, Jennifer. Push on, Jennifer, let's go.
It's awesome. It's very informative, and me being smaller, I mean, I'm able to take these moves and be able to protect myself, twist somebody away that's taller than me and prevent them from hitting me, knifing me. It's actually really a good course. I don't feel like I can't do it.
And neither could I. I'm Mansour in Port Coquitlam for The Express.
Redzone offers both co-ed and women's-only classes, and if you want more info, you can go to their website. Now from the Tri-Cities to Whistler. Whistler Sliding Center saw national titles up for grabs, and one young woman decided to share it with her dad.
It's cold and windy today for sure.
Southeast winds gust at 70 kilometers per hour at the Whistler Sliding Center tonight. But Nicole Fitzgerald is snuggled into her jacket, thanks to Dad.
How was that last run?
Not bad. My dad drives me in and he hangs out at the start. He keeps me company, and between every run I bring up a jacket so I don't freeze. And yeah, he makes sure it comes back down.
Okay, have a good run, girl.
This dad and daughter effort has made its way to the track 4 to 5 times a week over the last year as part of the BC Development Youth Luge Team program. Okay. Olympic dreams keep the two warm, and a recent development has Nicole glowing with gold.
This is my most recent medal. I got it here in Whistler last weekend. I got first place, so it got me the title of the best 12-year-old girl in Canada. The whole team, we all did very well. All of us placed.
Having the Youth Canadian Championships in Whistler was a definite milestone for our program. We had 50 slides here, and you know, it's almost a small-scale World Cup.
Considering the Calgary competitors had a program of 23 years behind them, opposed to Whistler's 4, local wins at the Youth Canadian Luge Championships were sweet, especially for Nicole, who donned the luge equivalent of Dorothy's ruby red slippers.
They used to be Alex Goff's. She's an Olympic athlete for luge. I wore them on the race and I won, so hopefully they keep working like that.
Let guide, wait, at the very end, on, guide, wait.
The future of sliding looks bright. Local sliders have the advantage of training on one of the toughest tracks in the world, and the active lifestyle enjoyed by Sea to Sky Corridor youth produce strong sliders.
We've just done a whole bunch of sliding with all the local schools here in the Sea to Sky Corridor, grades 6 and 7s, and we saw some really great talent out there.
What did Matt say?
This talent has moved her way up to novice start, nearly half a track from where she began.
It's super exciting because it's just a whole new angle and a new perspective from the whole track. So being up that high, I mean, you sure have more to think about, and especially with the speed, it's pretty crazy.
Crazy good, especially with her dad at her side.
It's great. I would come back from school and he would still be at work. I wouldn't see him too much, but now I'm with him all the time, so it's pretty good.
I'll let you slide away and go home for some supper.
Building more than just athletes. From the sliding community of Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
There are only 2 sliding centers in Canada, and Calgary sees up to 1 million people. Whistler, 10,000, but with 17 kids in one program, the future's looking up. Stay with us, there's lots more coming up on The Express.
Release the ball.
After the break,
And just fall through.
a volleyball lesson from one of the country's pros. Put me on the team. And step into the past at Burnaby Village Museum. The Express, this is your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
Hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
I'm Bob Leonarduzzi. 1 in 3 Canadians know someone with Alzheimer's disease, the most common form of dementia. Dementia is not a normal part of aging. Family and friends are impacted and live with the reality of this disease, which to date has no cure. Don't drop the ball on your friends because no one should be alone on the dementia journey. Support the Alzheimer's Society of BC in their search for the causes and cure for dementia.
I'm spoiled. I get to learn how to play volleyball from a pro. Stephen is on the Canadian men's beach volleyball team. What are you going to teach me today?
Today we're going to work on hand setting.
Hand setting. All right, let's go.
First things first is the triangle.
Triangle.
Above your head.
Yep.
You want to be looking through that triangle towards the ceiling.
Yep.
That's exactly where you should contact the ball.
Okay.
And then next thing you want to get into a lunge step. So 1 foot forward, all your weight on your front foot towards the net. The more big muscles you use, the easier it is to control everything.
And then I'm on the Canadian national team.
Yeah, and then you make it.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Try to make it all one fluid motion through the ball.
Okay.
Nice.
Am I doing it?
Yeah, that's a good set.
So now I know how to set. What's next?
Okay, we can move into serving then, if you think you got that down.
Okay. Challenge.
Perfect. Or ball in the left hand.
Okay.
Just bring it down, fall through.
Okay. Sorry. Six Pack Beach will open to the public very soon. They'll hold tournaments, clinics, and drop-ins. If you want more information, you can go to sixpackbeach.com. Now we go back in time to the Burnaby Village Museum, where you'll find the Burnaby Post print shop.
I'm Diane McLeod, and I'd like to welcome you to the Burnaby Post. So one of the things we would do in our print shop, we would actually make a paper called Burnaby Post. It was always about 4 to 8 pages, but even though it was only that small, it took about a week for it to be ready. We would mail it. You could actually get it in the mail, and for a small subscription of $1 for the entire year. The machine that we would use to help us make that newspaper would be the flatbed cylinder press. On top of that, we had to do many other things in the print shop as well. We would do what's called small job printing. That encompassed things such as small job advertising in the form of business cards, signs, posters, tickets, invitations, cards. And the first thing we would have to do is set type by hand. We have drawers of different sizes of type and fonts. So it's up to the printer to be able to gather all the type, to set all that type one piece at a time, upside down, back to front, so that when you do print it, it will come out the correct way around. We put our form into our press called the platen press. Listen to the sound the platen press makes. So first of all, we start with the wheel. We turn the wheel towards us, and once it gains momentum, we use our foot. And by using my foot, it will free my hands. The machine itself is hand-fed. You'll notice that the rubber rollers will come up and down over the disc, and also the rubber rollers are bringing the ink down and inking my type. Each revolution is 3/4 around, and you can actually hear the whole mechanism. Please come by and see us at Burnaby Village Museum.
There are plenty of events happening at the Burnaby Village Museum, including Victoria Day and Canada Day. And if you want more information, you can go to the City of Burnaby website. Now for more events in your neighborhood, here comes your Express Spotlight. A jovial morning filled with performances and local celebrities. The breakfast celebrates city heroes who have made it possible for Kids Safe to look after at-risk and vulnerable children during school breaks. Guests of the breakfast include Mayor Gregor Robertson and entertainment from Sarah McLaughlin's Music Outreach. As a quintessential symbol of spring, the universe theme of the cherry tree inspires new poetry, art, music, film, photography, and cuisine while inspiring the artists in us all. Celebrate the countdown to Nowruz with this free event. There will be live music, a DJ, a fire leaping ritual, and some delicious food. I'm Melanie Pineda filling in for Johanna Warden from everyone on The Express. Thank you for watching. We leave you now with a look at the local art scene.